Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to face Brewer's House Party.
Oh, happy Easter, everyone, and hope you're having a lovely bank holiday Monday. We won't try, well, we say we can try and keep this short. I don't think we will keep it short. Know what we like, but I'm going to say hello to people coming in. Guess who was first there? It was, of course, Abigail. Abs, nice to see you, darling. Thank you for joining us. Mandy, afternoon, darling. Susan Guy, hello. Andrew Govey, happy Easter. Linda Thomas, as they all join us. Darak, how are you? Linda Much and Tina Steele. Lynn Hawker, hello, darling. Have you warmed up yet? Took me ages, babe. Took me ages. I will be talking about it. Tony James, Jenny, hey, how are you, darling? Megs, Daniel Hawker, all the way from Norwich. She was on the Gorson Beach yesterday. Susan Stacey, happy Easter to you too. Rob Parsons and Joanne Nash. Oh, they're coming in. So thank you for joining us, everyone, and hope you've had a lovely Easter Sunday. What a day. Beautiful day it was. There are more people coming. Claire Gibsons, Christine Dodd, Joanne, Jackie Riddington, hello to you. Christine's back. Abigail, you've been waiting since 12:40. Yes, I'm imagining you would. Hello, Christine. Guess you at work, Christine? What? Bank holiday Monday? Can't believe it. Andrew Cox. Good afternoon, sir. Nice to see you. Tina Cracknell. Sorry. Phil Cavill. How are you, mate? Nice to see you, Phil. Thanks for joining us. Claire Hucker. Happy Easter. Valentine. There we go. Lots of people. We have got a few people to talk to. One, of course, is hopefully Jack Jenkins alive. Are you, Jack? How are you?
I'm alive. It's amazing, isn't it?
We couldn't believe it. I watched you live arriving at there. You almost fell down there. I can't believe it. We were laughing at the fact that, no, you started at just after 12 o'clock. Then you went on and did a cycle for 33 kilometres, wasn't it? Something like that. So,
yeah, in total, it took me 4 hours and about 38 minutes to do everything. So starting with the swim.
And did you eat in between?
No, I didn't. And it was something as I started running, I thought, oh my God, I'm getting really hungry right now. But no, I managed to power through and overindulge last night instead.
Well, I'm glad, and we will talking to you especially about it very shortly. But we also got Ian, who was with us, the Shed Fairy. Hello, the Shed Fairy. Well done to you.
Afternoon, Mark. Thank you, mate, and to you, Jack. Well done, Jack.
How cold was it, Ian?
Unbelievable. Do you know what? I knew it was going to be cold, but that was ridiculously cold. It was.
I mean, like you've loved in the past. You've gone down on Christmas Day. You've always been the Christmas Day swim. I was thinking for you, you've always done that, but it didn't seem much warmer than that. Was it? Just as cold, wasn't it?
I think the fact because it was quite warm outside.
Yeah,
it was really, really cold. You know, if it's colder outside, it's the other way around. But yeah, that was cold.
No. Well, you made the day. We got
still
some
defrosting.
We have got some videos of it. Nigel was unbelievable trying to get Jack's. Mike was doing that. Michael, who took his beard off, and then he went cycling with you, Jack, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he stuck with me for the cycle, which was great to have that person to sort of distract me a little bit. It was noticeable on the run, but I think the problem with me and Michael was we just got chatting for most of the way, so it almost slowed me down. But it was nice. It was just nice to have someone to distract me.
Yeah, well, if it only you'd asked me, Jack, I would have walked with you.
You might have been quicker than me running, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you ran. No, I've just remembered. No, I wouldn't have done it. If you said walk, I might have had to walk, but I might have had to cycle next year. But well done, Jack. Well done, we will talk about the total in a minute and see if we can get the tiniest last bit of money to go through. And we're going to talk to Nars as well if we can. Steve Madams is live out there. He's actually on duty, paramedic, in his car. And so he's trying to get through to us. So there's Steve. Yeah. Steve Madams, are you with us? Is he with us? Here. Yes, well done, Steve. Are you in Norwich?
Yes, and the signal's dreadful.
Yeah. He's been trying to get a great signal, but we can still hear you, Steve, when you talk. So, look, we're going to bring you all back very shortly, Jack and the Shed Ferry and Steve Madams, very shortly, because there's also someone waiting to say hello as well, and that's Tracy Ruffles. In fact, Tracy, hiya.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Tracy, you know, I call you Ruffles, but you're no longer a Ruffles, are you?
No, I kept Ruffle for my business, but I'm now a whiner, so you can appreciate I don't really like my married name. Tracy Whiner.
No, you shouldn't do that. But Tracy, we're looking forward to talking to you about the travel business, because you're saying hopefully this afternoon at 5 o'clock you will be a little bit in the clear what you can, what you can't do, what's the future. Is that right?
Yep, holding on for Bojo's announcement at 5 to find out what his traffic light system is going to be in place for the summer. Fingers crossed that we can all get on a plane. I'm personally hoping about July, August, but we'll see what he says.
Yeah, it would be crucial, very crucial for us all. And Tracy, look, we've known you for a long time. You're becoming as a young lady, very young lady, by the way, with, of course, Lily.
I was 17 when I first got, and I'm now 50.
I know. And my wife has just gone for a walk, and then she walked out. I went, "You're not going to catch Tracy, because you was drink pals with Tracy and Claire."
I saw Claire the first weekend she came down from Scotland when she was working in the clothes shop. And she ended up working at Potter's as a waitress. The next thing we know, she marries Mark Brewer. What was that all about?
Tracy,
a long time,
it's called destiny, Tracy. That's just like it. Tracy, we're going to call you back very shortly and say hello to you and see how you're getting on with your trade. So that's Tracy. Now, that's everyone we're going to be talking to. We have got some birthdays today. As you know, we do like to say the birthdays for the week over the Easter period and some for the future. Guess whose birthday it is? It's only Sir John Potter. There we are. We've got no. He was out there saving us. We could put in that one just to show you that he is nice. It's very funny. He gets drunk. It's Chris Dormer's birthday. Hello, Chris Dormer. How are you? Happy birthday. He's on the part there. And that's Keithy Riddington. I think Katie might be listening. Barbara, now, rest in peace, Barbara. But you are always in our thoughts. And Bill Nedler, husband there, will be saying happy birthday to you. There we are. Alison. There we are. Look, Alison Boto with hubby. There's Scott. Happy birthday to you. Georgie Della, look, with his girlfriend. George, happy birthday. Paula King, that's what she looked like when she was young. It was the look like when you were there. Paula looks beautiful now. Happy birthday to you. Dan, how are you, mate? One of our local boys. Dan, happy birthday to you. Laura Bird, with Steve and the family. Happy birthday to you, Laura. And a big happy to Olivia. She was 16. Happy birthday, Livy. Happy birthday to you. Louise Allen, it was celebrating her anniversary, lives in Dubai, but she's always one of the people listening to us. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Happy anniversary, and lovely to see you all. So, look, have a lovely day. Shall we talk to the boys? Shall we get let's hopefully we can find out what Nars is again. This is Jack Jenkins, the Shed Fairy, and hopefully we'll try and get Steve Madams as well. Nigel, let's see if Steve is back on board. Are you on, Steve? So, yesterday we had the luckiest day of weather because it's not so good today. We've spent the whole country with snow, sunshine, blizzards, and we're back to sunshine again here in Octon. But, Jack, how is the total?
The total currently, Mark, we are at, last time I looked, let me just refresh it just to make sure. 2,972 pounds at the moment, which is absolutely amazing. So
nearly £3,000, Steve.
So close to £3,000, like £28 on.
How short are we, Jack?
£28 short of £3,000.
I'm texting Jeff, the poet, who said to me, let me know, I'll round it off. So there we are. I'm sending that to Jeff. £28, please, Jeff, and we can get it to £3,000. Steve, how about that, mate?
It will make. Can you hear me all right? It can make such a difference, the money you guys are making for us. I thought coming into Norwich, I'm on shift on our car. First responder, not paramedic, but we're still here to save lives. and I thought we'd get better signal, but no, my signal's worse than when I'm at home in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But Steve, you came and joined us for a little while yesterday, and
we're just worried about your heart, Mark. We're worried that you were going to, end up in the sea and like floating away to Holland. So that's why we actually came.
Thanks, Steve. That's sincere wishes. I appreciate it. Thank Pat for being there as well, obviously.
Pat, yeah, superb, Pat. I just want to mention to everybody who's donated anything and all the time of John becoming our patron 3 years ago, you guys have raised now in 3 years for NARS £40,000, which makes such a difference to a charity of our size. We're not a big charity. We get under 1% of what a regional air ambulance charity would get in a year of income. So it means such an amazing thing. What you guys do. I was telling you yesterday, Mark, about we've had survivor stories every few months of someone who's now still here thanks to the right place, right time, with NARS, our team from doctors, nurses, paramedics, critical care paramedics, and our levels all out doing what we do, and it makes such a difference what you guys done at NARS, at Potters and NARS. The relationship between us both is fantastic, and obviously we've got your shirts. Lockdown I've had to get the neck size up for everybody, but they all fit hopefully.
Yes, even the Potters side to it now. It's fantastic. Yes. You did get the size for me, Steve. Appreciate that.
No, it's great, and I want to see them when I'm on resort in August. I've booked my holiday, and hello to my mum who will be watching you, Mark, and my brother Gary, and all our family will be coming and spending our 4 days there in the summer. I can't wait. I'm sure Jack's gonna get his own back in some form or another. So I haven't got enough beard to shave this off, and I certainly won't be going in to sea.
Steve, it's been a pleasure. We'll see if we can get that up to the 3,000. There's Jack, there's the Squid Fairy. We are going to try and show Jack's. Nigel's been so busy. Not only are we trying to get ready for the show for the summer, the new show, the variety show, and the celebration show he's editing today, we brought in lots of videos to say, can you put it together and just make it short enough to fit the video side of the size. So let's have a little look at Nigel's DVD if we can, and we'll see what he's been editing.
And I'm hoping live, Jack. Good afternoon.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Let's do it.
Oh. Take the middle bit, Michael.
Straight up the middle.
You found your chin. Oh,
it's happening.
It's Wolverine.
If we raised 1,500, we also agreed that the Green Goddess and the Shed Fairy were going to go into the sea.
Have fun, chaps.
Take care, guys. Good luck, Jack.
Right, wish me luck. Remember, jackathlon.com to donate anything you can. They could heat it up first. Good luck to them.
What are we on?
11.
11? You're almost half. No, you're not. Bless you. Okay. How beautiful is it on the resort today? Let's speed this up, shall we? Arriving in style. You're saving your energy by not walking down here.
I need every energy I can get.
How cold is it?
It's really. How long was that?
That was about 3 seconds. Oh, the tooth fairy. He's doing it. He's doing it. He's floating. It's a floater. That's 30 seconds. It's not. It's about 2 minutes, but they don't need to know that. 50. And they've done it. Hang on, this is like a scene from James Bond. 50 seconds for both of you. Well done.
You said 50 minutes.
Oh, that's right. You did admit.
50 minutes, Ian.
You said you do 50 minutes, Ian.
I can't feel my feet. I cannot.
50 seconds for Mark Brewer. Ian Wall. 50 minutes. Legend.
And I'm carrying him.
So you don't want to be in there for 50 minutes?
50 minutes. Joe, I made it to 1 minute, Joe. Plus getting in. Plus going in here. I'm lined up for 5 minutes, Joe.
It's good for your cholesterol, apparently, an ice bath.
Thank you.
We'll leave you with the sight of Ian Wall swimming to France for 50 minutes. I'm not sure how far he'll get. 68, Jack Jenkins. 68 lengths of this pool. And you've kept your hair dry all the way through. I don't know how you've done that. Well done, my friend. I'd love to say you've done it, but that is only part one.
Yes.
Well done on the swim, Jack.
Part 2 now, the cycle.
You've had a tiny break just to get dry and dressed, but you're ready. You got an emergency tyre kit?
Yeah.
Okay.
49 minutes, Ian.
49 minutes.
49. Go back. It's irony that I love water so much, but when it comes to this, I know. Right, 30 seconds. Come on, start making your way.
Well done, Ian.
Well done, Ian. Well done.
Was that colder than you thought?
Yeah.
It's like hell. I still can't feel my feet.
Stop the pine.
Oh, tell you what. We've hit Great Yarmouth.
Jack, by scale of a thumbs up or thumbs down, how you get on?
Yeah.
How's it going, Jack?
It's obviously going all right. This is the good bit, I think. We're well over halfway on the cycle.
Yeah.
My brain is gone, so I don't really know how far.
We've done 11.2. No, we haven't. 16.1 miles.
16 miles on the bike.
So what's that in kilometres? About 25?
Yeah, it's about 25, over 25 kilometres now.
Joe, how are you, mate?
I'm alright. My legs are starting to feel like lead.
Can I just say you've still got a run to do, mate?
I've still got the run to do.
Jack, beat him.
Jack, I was using electric. That's a joke, isn't it?
No, Jack's just a specimen.
He's just done 35 kilometres and I've just done 100 yards. Still couldn't beat him up the hill.
And you're breathing a bit.
Of course I'm breathing, I'm trying to pedal on an electric bike.
See you on the other side.
To the Jackathon.
Keep going, Jack. Do you want a lift?
Huh?
Do you want a lift?
Oh, I'd love a lift.
How's your knees?
Yeah, that one's tight.
This is an exciting time for Jack Jenkins, who is just about to finish his ordeal. His incredible run. Jack, you've done it, my friend. Welcome home. Jack, hats off to you, my friend.
I don't know, you've done that, Jack. I don't know.
Do you know what? Watching that back, just at the end there, I could just feel the pain once again, just going out in my legs. Yeah, how amazing was that's just a blur. Yeah,
I hope you use that in the Atlas for the whole year, so everyone can see how hard you work.
that is, yeah. I'm taking a break now. That's okay. Yeah.
And did you not have an ice bath or anything afterwards, Jack, to help your muscles?
I had a shower and tried to just I couldn't have an ice bath. That was just the idea of that was too much. I just completely conked out. I had a bit of food and fell asleep.
Well, did you have your egg?
I haven't eaten it yet. It's just too good to eat. Thank you. Nars got me this fantastic egg to say thank you for the decathlon. And I will go very quickly.
Calm down, Ian. Calm down.
I've got a Poxy t-shirt. He got an egg.
I know. Think how cruel that is for a shed fairy. But I have to say, Ian, I don't know if Nigel listened to, but you had a visit in the garden from Lynn Ange, who brought you some cakes. Now, the reason why I know that is because I've got a picture of the cake that he's eating. Look, he ate my cake, everyone. So you don't need no chocolate eggs, Ian. You're eating my cake.
Claire gave me strict instructions that you were not to have cake. So
they're all caring about the cholesterol. I hope you realise that. Abby, if you're getting ready, get your mum to make me that cake when you come to Potter's visit. Right, guys, look, I'm going to say a great big thank you. At the end of the programme, we'll find out how much to see if Jeff the poet actually put that £28 in. He's going to be pushed for that. I'm going to bug him until he gets there. Steve, madam, we look forward to seeing you and your family, even your mum, in August. And Steve, keep in touch. Thank you for the shirt. Be safe. We're very proud of your people. We're very proud of Nars, to be honest. We really are proud of being part of Nars funding. And thank you to Ian. A great big thank you for yours. Thank you to Steve, the shed fairy, and Jack Jenkins. We'll come back a little bit later. So, shall I tell you what I forgot to bring up? You know, I've asked to say hello to Fraser. Now, Fraser, we'll have a quick chat, Fraser. I bet you're thinking like he's forgot me. He's forgot.
I was like, you forgot me, Mark.
Well, no, I never brought you on at the start. I was thinking like, why didn't I bring on Fraser? But I had so many people to talk about. Fraser's back, everyone. When did you arrive? Yesterday for Potters?
I got back 2 days ago.
Yeah. And when do you start rehearsals?
We start tomorrow. We start vocal rehearsals for the new show.
Yeah.
But the variety show have already had rehearsals so far. But yeah, it's very exciting.
Is it? Well, is that who's else on site? Have we got anybody else on site? Are you able to not to be stuck? You know, Jack's there somewhere.
There's hardly anyone on site. I think people will start to come back this evening, probably, in time for tomorrow. Yeah.
Christine Sutcliffe just said hello to you, Fraser.
Oh, hello, Christine.
And for those unaware, the marvellous voices of Fraser Callahan, not just incredible impressionist as well when it comes to vocals like Dave Bowie, Elton John. The swing is fantastic, but the great voice. And we're going to ask Fraser to close it with one of his songs at the end. Fraser, I'm going to bring you back. I just didn't want you to think that I had forgotten you.
It's okay. I forgive you, Mark. This time.
Lovely to talk to you, Fraser. Back soon. So let's talk to Tracy, because this is another one who cannot believe, Tracy, you cannot believe that this lockdown, and not just one, not two, but 3 lockdowns, has absolutely crippled your industry.
Correct.
And obviously your business as well, Tracy. How have you survived?
Well, to be honest with you, Mark, it was soul destroying at the beginning, because obviously I had all these bookings for last summer, and the first 2 months I just worked all the hours, cancelling and postponing those holidays, say from last March to September. Then September came and they had to get cancelled. Then you've rolled them, let's say, from September to March. So I've got about 20 clients, families and couples, that have literally done the full calendar. So I've got some people that I've had to roll over, say 4 times every 3 months. And what clients don't always think about from the travel agent side of the fence is I'm putting in all these extra hours sitting there, phoning the tour operator, literally to push your holiday back 3 or 6 months. And I will financially get my reward when my customer actually travels. So I've actually had to invest a lot of emotional hours and time on the phone, cancelling and getting clients' money back and refunding where I can refund. Some tour operators have obviously kept deposits and we've rolled holidays over. But, you know, so I've basically invested a lot of hours but had no financial reward for that. But I've just had to sort of say to myself, I've got some incredible clients. I've been in the industry 27 years now. I've had the business 9 years this December. And my clients have all sort of been keeping in touch by WhatsApp and emailing, just saying, hi, Trace, hang in there. You know, the minute we get the green light, we're all going to be on the phone. And that is the thing, Mark. I'm sort of sitting here now, like, not twiddling my thumbs as such, but waiting for the announcement. But I also am kind of like, oh, am I actually ready now? I've had a year off of, like, not earning and not being at my desk 11 to 12 hours a day. And I know once it comes back, I am going to be so busy, I won't know what hour of the day it is, because I can foresee me having to work the clock round, because so many clients are like, the minute we get the go ahead, we're going to be on the phone to you. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be as simple as, right, let's book a holiday. And that's why I'm hoping the government will make it clear at 5 o'clock today, because I think they're going to bring out like a traffic light system, which is going to be letting clients know you've probably got to be vaccinated and you've got to have had the PCR test, which I think is actually a safe thing that countries are going to let us in once they know you've been jabbed up and what have you. But as far as the mentality of your clients, you've got sort of some people that are like, I'm just so desperate to get away, I don't mind taking the test. Whereas you've got the more cautious families and people saying, well, until it's all a bit clearer, we'll wait another 6 months. So yeah, I've got a real mixed bag of people, but I do know that the business will come back, touch wood, and obviously I've got a good client base that followed me for many years, so I've just got to ride it out. But it's been quite an emotionally challenging year for our industry.
Again, and I have to say, you're probably fortunate you got Dan the man who's looking after you, and because a lot of people haven't got businesses, no money coming in at all.
No. But you know what though, Mark? My motto is your health is your wealth. So at the end of the day, obviously with the amount of people that a lot of people have lost people in this last year. I just think, well, there's no point having money in the bank if you haven't got your life, you know. And so wealth is health at the moment. So wealth is health. Health is wealth. Sorry, I said that back to front. You know,
that's how I talk, Trace. That's how I talk.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Bonkers. But and at the end of the day, it will come back, and it's a wonderful industry. I normally love my job, but at the moment, I'm just enjoying the fact that we've moved during lockdown, and I've embraced the fact we've got a new home, fresh start. I've got an office in the garden, which I'm very excited. I'm going to start working in the annex. I don't think I'm going to be going back into the city anymore. City life is going to be very different post-COVID, and I'm sort of all ready to rock and roll again. But I do think booking holidays is going to be slightly different, and I just hope that more and more people will actually realise the values of working with an agent like myself. Add to an atoll bonding. So many people have said, oh, not got my money back. I spent hours on the phone trying to get money, or amount of people that said, oh, I've got so many credit notes with BA. But if you book your hotel and your flights as a package through a travel agent, I'm there to look after my clients and do the hand holding, and that's what my clients come back to me, you know, time after time for. And hopefully I'll be getting some more bookings out of you and Claire.
Yeah, we've been away with you. And what do we call your business? Is it Excelsior?
No, you can't. It's Exemplar Travel. EXEMPLAR. Exemplar.
Oh, Exemplar.
That's it. Exemplar Travel.
We definitely will make sure that we will do that, because we had a great holiday with Jeff and Karen to the point. They often, obviously, they usually nearly every year, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they always do. So Tracy, how's mum and dad, Norman and Lil?
Yeah, they finally came down. Saw us. When was it? The day you could start having people in the garden. Was that last Monday? Yeah. So mum and dad finally came down last Tuesday. It was wonderful, because I've seen them for say 10 minutes, like over Christmas, and a quick, you know, doorstep knock. And on my 50th in January, I saw them for 5 minutes. like literally just dropping off a gift and that was it. But they finally came down. They had their second jabs yesterday, so we didn't see them for Easter weekend. They're coming tomorrow, but they're doing all right. You know, Mum's 85 in a couple of weeks, and they love the house, and they're very happy that we've obviously embraced the move, the transition, having the move of lifestyle now. So we're both ready to get our businesses back up and running after COVID. And yeah, 85, and Dad's hoping to get on the golf course this week. So he's, bless his heart, he's doing all right. Mum won't get back on the badminton court anymore, unfortunately, but I think she's still there.
Well, for those unaware, I mean, Lily controlled our sort of sports breaks for many, many years, at least 30 years.
30 odd years,
with Lily. And of course, Norman always came along and always made Norman get up and sing us a song because he's got this fabulous voice. It's not actually a tenor voice, it's the you know, he's got the incredible voice. I do love him. Alto tenor, whatever. But we loved his voices over the time. Giving them a great big hug.
Yes, I'm seeing them tomorrow. They'll be coming down tomorrow. Do a bit of gardening for me, which would be lovely.
Oh, well, you're getting 85-year-olds to get you.
He's on phase 2 tomorrow. He said, right, phase 1 last week was sweeping down all the leaves. He said, I'm coming back next Tuesday because we've got lavender on the drive out the front, and he's going to show me how to look after my lavender, because I've never personally ever been into gardening. All of a sudden we've gone from no garden to a 160-foot garden. So Mum and Dad are going to help us do some gardening. So I'm enjoying the outdoor life whilst I'm not booking holidays. But once travel comes back, Mark, I don't even think I'll have time to go in the garden. So,
well, I totally agree with you. Potters was very similar. We had to keep changing, putting everybody around for another break. But we are all ready to go for May the 17th. I think we're hoping that June becomes the all clear and we all get back to normal.
Oh, it'd be lovely.
How lovely would that be, Trace?
And I'm going to come up. I haven't been up for so many years because I've had my 50th in lockdown. I think I might come up for one of your all-inclusive one nights. Get a group of the girls to come up, and we'll come up and have a bit of good.
Try to give a love to Mum and Dad. We see them every year. But thank you for joining us, and we'll
Thanks for having me.
Crossing our fingers for you
tonight. And if anyone wants any holidays, Mal, you know you'll be putting them in my way, won't you?
Tracy, it's been coming up. I know Carol Walsh threw your address up there. Look, Facebook.com Exemplar Travel.
That's it. Lovely. Thanks very much to Carol. Yes, thank you very much. And love to Claire. And I'll see you at some point in sunny Norfolk.
I will do. Take care, Tracy. Lots of love.
Bye.
Tracy Ruffles. Why? No, whatever the other name was. But Dan, take no offence. I don't know that surname because it's a tough one, Dan. So there we are. We are bringing everybody. I'm going to bring Fraser back to quickly just talk to him. Fraser, time is running out when I can. Look at that, 6:45. So Fraser, how was lockdown for you, mate? Because you actually had to go home. Did you live with Mum and Dad again?
Yes, I had to move back down to the West Midlands, Telford. So I moved down on the first lockdown as well. So I was there from March until, oh my goodness, June last year, and then came and did the summer season. Yeah. And then we had another lockdown. So I went home for 2 weeks. And then I came back for the Christmas season, and we were put on another lockdown. I managed to get home, which was very good. I managed to spend Christmas with my family because obviously I'm normally here for Christmas.
Yeah, we never do. We don't normally see the family. It's my very first.
So yeah, I've done 5 Christmases here. I think it might have been 5 or 6 Christmases here. Yeah. So yeah, it was nice being back home. Lovely being with my family and my dog Chip, who I got to see for basically 10 months of the year. So it was great.
So you've come back to us. Does your family ever say, get a proper job, Fraser?
They support me 100%. I've always known what I've wanted to do from a young age. Always known how to achieve it and worked hard, and I took the long route to get to where I am. And no, they're very supportive, and they appreciate everything I do. And they're my number one fan.
Yeah, well, we've seen them enough times come to see us, and so
Yes.
give them a big love to you. So what's the rehearsal show you're doing then? What's your first one you're coming back for us to do?
Well, I don't know if we've talked about it already or if we've announced anything, so I don't know how much to actually give away.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's called Celebration.
Cool.
And it's a very up-tempo show. Lots of really fun, energetic numbers. So I think we go from the 60s all the way up until the present day. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. And obviously we've got our new people coming back. We've announced Ben on one of the videos.
Yeah.
I worked with Ben, oh my goodness, back in 2016. Yeah, I think it was 2016. And I did the Frankie's Guys shows with him and all the shows at Potter's. And we've got new vocalists coming in. So, and obviously the old vocalists that were here during the summer last year. So you'll see familiar faces. But yeah, I'm excited to get back and doing the shows and having some fun over the summer.
No, I think we're all very excited about that, and hopefully June, when June does happen, I'm sure it will happen. I'm sure.
Oh, I hope so. Everything's crossed.
We don't know what the rules will be. Likewise with Tracy, we just had Tracy. Look, is that part of the team there, boys? Let's have a look. I have to put
oh
the
my goodness. That was when we did the float in Norwich.
I've got
a van performing Frankie's Guys, which was quite funny.
And there's Ben on the left.
Yes, I could barely see it, but that was a long, long time ago. My goodness.
I know. I had to put my glasses on, Fraser. I had to put my glasses on to see how long ago it was. But yeah, very exciting times. It's been a long one, though, Fraser. It's been a long time coming. I think we're all thinking like, oh my God, this is ever end. Does it ever end? But we're hoping it's so. Now, Lynette, will we be able to dance? I wonder. I think we're in June. We are. I think we're actually saying, yes, you should be able to. Good question, Jacqueline says. Yeah, I think, we're hoping June's going to be normal.
Hopefully. We shall see.
And that very opening show, which is Celebrations, will be a tremendous show just to get up and have a dance. So wherever you are, you're going to feel like, I don't think you can be able to stop people in June. I think we've got to in May, because obviously when we open in May, it's still social distancing and we've got to squeeze.
Yeah, we open the day after my birthday as well. So it's a great birthday present.
Well, it is a birthday. In fact, we're not going to give you anything, though, Fraser, because we just miss it. We just miss it. One day we miss it. Fraser, we've picked a song to finish the show with from you. So we will play that. It's our lovely one about, Over the Rainbow. It's one of my favourites, but it's appropriate because I'm saying goodbye at the end of the show to a dear friend who I've got to be away next weekend down to Devon to do a funeral. And they've asked me to do the, is it the epitaph or is it the epitaph? I don't know, Fraser. Whatever it is they've asked me to do, I've got to do from the behalf of the family. So it's quite new. I'm going to be working on that this week to get ready. I've got Jeff the Poet on the case as well. So I will try and be back next week sometime. But Fraser, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Mark. It's been great to see you, buddy.
Enjoy your rehearsals. That's going to be exciting for you. We've got Bill Nelder, who is back in the 11th of June. Linda Much says she loves you Over the Rainbow. She loves your song. Fraser, look forward to speaking to you, and we'll see you on site when we're coming.
Bye, everyone.
Claire Gibson's there in August. Lovely as people join us as they come. So, with that in mind, Jack Jenkins.
Yes.
Did you find out? Did that Jeff the Poet put any money towards that?
Yeah, well, I'm just refreshing. I have to say, I know you touched on it, but Fraser's doing. You mentioned him being sort of quite good at mimicking other people. He's doing his own show as well at the Galston Pavilion.
Wow! Didn't know that. When does he do that, Jack?
Because I know he's doing a lot of Elton John stuff with us on the resort, but he's doing that. I think it was on the 23rd of July, I believe, which.
Oh, great.
I'm a big Elton John fan as well. I was meant to see Elton John last year. Obviously, it's got moved to this year, so hopefully I can...
Funny enough, so did my wife and Roddy. They booked tickets for to see in Liverpool, I believe, to go and watch Elton John, but no.
Fraser's Elton John is the next best thing, isn't it, Mark? Next best thing.
Wow.
I've just updated it. I've not seen anything from Jeff the Poet.
Jeff the Poet!
But Tim Steele has donated.
I'm talking to you, Jeff. Listen to me on this thing.
Tim Steele did donate some money. He donated £30, and Danielle also topped it up £10 as well. So that means that the current total, Mark, is £3,022.
Oh wow!
Absolutely, Danielle at the bottom there. So thank you very much to everyone who's donated. It's absolutely amazing.
I believe Jeff's just texted he's donated 59. So we're going to keep an eye out for that. That will push that up again, Jack. So it's not yet over. We're still going past. So unbelievable amount. Well done to you.
I'm so shocked. I mean, the 2,500 was just a sort of a, it's a, what we thought hopefully we might be able to. But the fact that we've absolutely smashed that target is absolutely amazing. So thank you to
everyone. That, Jack? Lynn Hawker said, "Can Jeff now round it up to the £4,000?"
We're just 900.
Just need 900. It's one of my own things. Lots of people saying well done to everyone. It was a fantastic job, and of course, well done to Ian Wall. He did well. I was shocked that he just went full in. I just can't believe it. It was so cold. It took me. I had to go and have a soak in the bath. Ian, I had to go and have a soak in the bath, mate. That's what I had to do. So
it was all good fun.
It was. I don't know if you call that fun. Do you call that fun?
It was fun to watch, Mark. That was the first. Obviously, doing that video was the first I got to see of it.
I don't know. I'm
not
sure.
Hopefully, that video will get posted on the Facebook page so we can watch it again.
My feet went blue. I think my feet went blue. I couldn't feel them, and who knows? I don't know. I haven't looked for anything else part of my body, but I'm not going to talk about that bit.
Fantastic call, though. Well done again, Jack.
Well done to you, Ian, and well done to you, Jack. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to have to say a few words about my dear friend Chester. So I'll say goodbye to you, Jack. And ladies and gentlemen, I've got a funeral to go to next weekend down at Devon. And I've had the honour for them to ask me to do the speaking on behalf of the family. So for those totally unaware, he was a total genius. He put table tennis on the map in the 60s. Why? Because he was just 15 years old when he became the nationals champion for England. And then, of course, the following year, by 16, he was actually the England #1. Can you imagine? When you think of all the sports talent out there and all the sports all in the world, that this guy becomes #1. He had to beat all the youngsters. He did it for another 3 consecutive years as well. And he was the very first table tennis player, amateur status, don't forget, to have management because he got so popular. He was very outstanding. Everybody thought he was nicknamed the Boy Wonder. Even the likes of myself took up table tennis at youth club, as did thousands and thousands of people. Everywhere he went, whatever table tennis, including people like when he went to China. He went to China and they were in the stadium to come and watch him. They loved him in there. Ted Heath brought him in as Prime Minister to have a congratulations. And then Chester, who, believe it or not, because of his incredible personality and outspoken, said to me he couldn't get a word in because Ted Heath was more bothered about showing him his yacht cups, as if to say, look at this. But he got lots of stories to tell. And of course, from I met him as a blue coat. I heard of Chester Barnes, didn't really know the full story about Chester Barnes. I just found out the incredibility of the fact that he was loved and he brought so much fun to table tennis and made us all play. He changed my life a little bit, guys. He took me away from Pontins. I was always a little bit of a rebel at Pontins, got in lots of trouble at Seacroft and St Mary's, not from the not the guests loved me. It was just the fact that I upset so many locals. What's that about? I think I did that to the Potters locals as well in Hopton. I think we do upset people, but it was the rambles and all the little things. I went to Bournemouth head office thinking I was going to have a great, done a great job. Look at this, you're full for Christmas, all this. In fact, they told me off. They gave me a right dressing down and told me, don't do that again. If you're not listening to us, you will not be allowed to be an ex-manager ever again. And I was a young man, don't forget. I was only in my 21 years old. And if I want to boast, I was the youngest ever ex-manager that Ponty's ever had. I could boast about that. But when Chester found out, and because I was in Devon at the time, Chester who lived there, went like, I can't believe it. He said, it's ridiculous because, Chester being a bit of a rebel himself. Well, he found a lovely Isle of Wight family called the Noonhams who owned the Atherfield Bay. And he said, guess what, Mark? I've got you an interview. And he said, it's all done deal. I just want you to meet them. And he took me all the way over to the Isle of Wight. I hadn't been to the Isle of Wight before. Met the wonderful Noonham family. And we started at Atherfield Bay. And I had great pleasure saying to the Pontins, big bosses, that there you go. You can tell me I was much like, but I'm not coming back now. Don't know what I'm going to say. I wasn't cut my head off, of course, because in fact, he managed Chester with one job, tripled my wage. Can you believe that? I was on pittance, really. So I owe Chester a lot. And of course, as you know, from Atherfield Bay, Warners and Potters took me. We've been at Potters for 37 years. Nigel, almost the same as me. He was listening to the yes, it's a long time. Anyway, look, we love him dearly. The family, Jane and Lester, we will be talking about things at the funeral about it. But we've got some pictures to show. We will be saying to you to have a listen to Fraser as well. I'm going to say have a lovely rest of the bank holiday Monday. He's one of my biggest heroes, Chester Barnes, and I didn't even talk about his racing. I mean, come on. He was the number one at table tennis. He then went and played table tennis as a man called George, by the way. And we'll talk about that another time. George, who actually was invited to play against Martin Pipe, who was a big table tennis fan, loved table tennis. They never told George was Chester Barnes. Anyway, Martin Pipe came out, met and realised this was Chester Barnes. He played the whole game with a frying pan and still beat Martin Pipe 21-0. They drew a great friendship and they changed the Martin Pipe. He asked him to come and join him as assistant trainer. At those days, he only had 6 horses. 6 horses, Martin Pipe. By the end of 20 odd years later, he had been champion 15 times. Chester was part of that. One of his greatest days ever was walking in Mini Homer, the Grand National winner. What a thing to be number one at table tennis, then the number one at Pontins, to be one of the top coaches, and then number one at coaching, and then training. It's very sad. We're going to miss him dearly. He's a dear friend, and these are the pictures of Chester as we hear Fraser singing Over the Rainbow. And have a good day. Thank you, Nigel, and thank you for everyone and Tracy for coming on, and enjoy. See you next week. We'll find another day to do Brewer's House Party. Lots of love, everyone. This is Fraser and pictures of Chester.
Ooh. Why then, oh why can't I? Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, or somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.